Hey there, beautiful souls. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. Hello and welcome to any newcomers, and to those returning to the channel, welcome back, and thank you for your support. Your likes and subscribes really help the channel to grow, and I am truly grateful. As always, please remember not all messages will resonate with everyone, as they're general intuitive readings for the collective. If you are interested in participating in my contest this month, then stick around through to the end of the video when I will tell you more about it. March is a strange month indeed, and there are energies that will make you feel like you're being pushed and pulled. There are certainly periods of forward movement that feel intense, and periods of pause and transformation. Venus and Mercury both station retrograde, offering us a chance to slow down, reassess, and look inward. But don't forget that eclipse season begins on March 14th with a full lunar eclipse, which adds a powerful force to the oncoming astrological new year, where a fiery Aries season calls us to embrace bold new beginnings. With the Venus retrograde that begins on the 1st of the month, your relationships, your values, and maybe even your sense of self-worth will all be up for review. Just be aware that this isn't the best time to rush into changes, but rather to be asking yourself, what really matters to me? On March 5th, Mercury in Aries sextiles Jupiter in Gemini. This is a time when big ideas are flowing, and you might find yourself inspired to share your thoughts or plan your next big move. This is a kind of day where brainstorming feels like magic. Just remember to stay realistic about how much you can take on. Now, many of us may get a reality check on March 10th, when the Sun conjuncts Saturn in Pisces. Now, it may not be fun, but it may be necessary, as this aspect helps us to focus on long-term goals and take practical steps to get there. Don't forget to double-check the details when Mercury goes retrograde on March 15th. Whether it's miscommunications or technical glitches, patience will be your best ally. And finally, I want to let you know about two really big aspects to look forward to. The first is the Venus cazimi on March 22nd. On that day, Venus enters the heart of the Sun at 2 degrees of Aries and is also sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. You know, no one living has ever felt this particular energy, as it's been over 200 years since Pluto was last in Aquarius. It signals a beautiful time for self-reflection around your values and how you present yourself to the world. This is just the beginning of a beautiful and supported Venus cycle that will span 10 months, so be sure to see where this particular transit hits on your personal birth chart. And the second biggie is when Neptune enters Aries on March 30th. This long-term transit is era-changing by ushering in inspired action. Neptune in Aries blends visionary ideas with bold leadership, encouraging us to dream big and take risks to make those dreams a reality. March, in general, invites us to reflect, regroup, and realign, and is a time to honor the pauses as much as the breakthroughs. Now, let's see what breakthrough messages the tarot has for you. So I'll see you on the other side. All right, beautiful souls. This is a reading for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Scorpio. And this is for the month of March. And we'll begin by giving thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide. and for assisting me in interpreting the messages that are for the highest vibrational good of my Scorpio seekers. So may I please have 4 cards for Scorpio for the month of March. That Star card. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Cups. King of Swords came out with the Fool. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Okay. Scorpio, the first thing I want to tell you is the first messages I was getting is as I was shuffling, as the cards were starting to come out, is this is a month where you're doing for you. You're doing something for you this month. This is about you. This isn't about other people. This is about transforming you. This is about knowing what you want. And it's about you knowing when to do something, when to let go of something. I feel like you're carrying a lot in your head, Scorpio. And I say that because you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords on the table. It's very strong mental energy there about planning something out in your mind, feeling that you're trying to apply a no-nonsense approach to this, whatever this is. You're trying to be very analytical about it, very cool, very rational about it. You're thinking about how do you do this. You're trying to have some mental clarity around it. You're trying to be a little bit unemotional about it as well. I feel that, but this is very much about you doing something for you. And I feel this month is saying just go for it, because that's what the Star card is. That's what that Ace of Cups is. That's saying go for it. Make yourself happy. Do something that gives you enjoyment. Be optimistic. Be hopeful about this. Their stars are aligning for this, so go for it. Do it, right? It should be no more waiting. No more over analyzing. And that's what you're doing with this theme of this, with this Queen of Swords, with this King of Swords, is you're over analyzing something here. Okay? I feel like the universe is trying to tell you, with the Star card and the other cards on the table here, the Fool, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, it's saying to you, I'm giving you the momentum, so jump on the train, because all you have to do is jump on board and go for it. Okay? Now, well, let's just clarify, because I'm feeling a bunch of other things, and I'd like to see how the cards clarify or bear these things out. You know, the Knight of Cups there, I feel like this is why I say this is something for you. I feel like you're stepping out into some new cycle for yourself here. You're being very courageous about it. Let's clarify this star card, please. Four of Swords. Yeah, I think you have taken time to reflect and work this thing out for yourself. That's why I'm saying you kind of either overanalyzed it, or you're in your head so much here this month that you need a bit of a break from that, okay? You got to let go of what's not serving you. Let go of the thoughts that are killing you, that you're overanalyzing, that might be giving you a headache for somebody out there. And just jump on the train. There's a little bit of momentum here that the universe is giving you. So just kind of take the easy road. You don't need to always do the hard way here, right? The universe is saying go for it. But the real question is, are you going to do it, right? That's the thing I'm also feeling is it's not necessarily written in stone here that you will take the advice of the universe, or that you will follow through with this energy, in the sense that this momentum, right? It's packed with energy of momentum in this month. And yet I feel you are kind of still analyzing it to the point where you say, I don't know, is the timing right for this, right? Don't wait, right? The universe gives you a hand, then you take the hand, all right? Now, but I also feel, though, for some of you is, if you do take this opportunity, for whatever this is, and let's continue to clarify, if you take this opportunity to focus in and get what you want, to put in some hard work, to do whatever you want, the work that it will require to achieve what you want to achieve takes some how do I put this? Let's put it to you this way. You know the movie Spider-Man? What's that famous line? With great power comes great responsibility. So if you are going to take this momentum and go for it, which I say you should, then just know that if you obtain some certain amount of power here, then use it wisely. Okay? Maybe that is why you are sitting back and holding back, and why I feel somebody is going, should I really? Because you're afraid of that power. I think for somebody, I think you're afraid of the fact that you might have to be a little bit responsible with that power. Okay? And so I feel, this is where I feel like why you have this Queen of Swords, King of Swords. That's very strong, mature mental energy where you are trying to sort this all out for yourself, okay? Because you're trying to do something for yourself at the end of the day, okay? And I feel like because you're carrying a lot, whether that's physically, emotionally, spiritually, there is a bit of a weight on you, and it's growing, that weight. Okay? And I feel like that's why, if anything, you're going to hold back here. All right? All right, let's continue to clarify the star card. But you're very hopeful. You're very, very optimistic, but yet at the same time, despite your optimism, it's like you don't necessarily want to take the chance. You don't want to necessarily take the risk. Now, I find this incredible because, you see, you have the Fool card here and you have the Fool card here, and yet in this Fool card you don't want to take the chance necessarily or take a risk, whereas here I feel it's quite different. I feel like you feel a little stronger about taking the risk, but at the same time you don't want to. Okay, it's a bit of a strange energy, but I would say to you overall, you have the opportunity for a fresh start here, and yet you're stuck in your mind. In order to have the fresh start, you have to take the action. It can't be just in your mind. It can't just be an idea. It can't just be about knowing something. It has to be about action. You have to push yourself into action, and you have to force yourself to confront some habits some things, some changes, some routines, something that's going to make or break you, right? That's the energy that you have to force yourself to get through, okay? And I know you're optimistic about it, but at the same time you're holding yourself back. So you are your greatest gift and your own worst enemy. All right, now let's clarify this, because you know that this change is going to bring you something very, very fulfilling. That's that Ace of Cups, okay? And I would say to you that that is that feeling of really knowing that, you know, who's on your side, who's not on your side, you know, how to make yourself happy. You have an element here of temperance. And I'm going to say to you, this is really about balance. I feel like you're very imbalanced in this month, and you're trying to get that balance back for yourself. Take it however way it resonates for you, in what area, and this could be in any area of your life. And I feel like there's a lack of balance there, and you're trying to get it back to being able to be feeling fulfilled again. All right? And I say to you, you feel like you're trying to figure out who drains you more than gives to you. That's the other thing I'm feeling here. So you're trying to also determine what's worth your time, what's worth your energy, what's the key to success. You know, use your discernment. That's what I want to say to you with this Queen of Swords as well and this King of Swords. Use your discernment. Okay? All right. Let's continue to clarify. This Ace of Cups is telling me that you need to get this balance back to be fulfilled. You need to, you're trying to make yourself feel better. I feel like you know you need to walk away from something that no longer serves you. Get yourself back into action. You know, confront those things. Prioritize what matters to you. And if walking away from something is the priority, then that's what you need to do, right? It's just, there's an energy here of not just doing what feels urgent for you in the moment, but rather, you know, a long-term fulfillment is what you're looking for, right? Don't make impulsive choices. That's a message I have to give somebody. I don't know who that's for. But I feel like you need to stay sharp, and you are staying sharp. I do feel that in this month. So no impulsiveness, and not just feeling urgent in that moment, but rather making sure you're very intentional here about what action you're going to take. Now that, I think, is part of the reason why you're holding back. Part of the reason why you're going, is this the right time? Because if you are going to make an intentional action, then you want it to be a perfect intentional action, or a very valid intentional action, or an action that's going to bring you great value. That is what I'm feeling why you might be holding back, some of you. Okay, let's continue to clarify, because with this Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, I feel it very strongly as well. You have this Three of Wands here. You are very much saying to yourself, or should be saying to yourself, or should be asking yourself, are you making room for happiness in your life? Right? Are you so caught up in the responsibilities of things that those demands are pervading your life, right? And that you've forgotten sort of what fuels you. You've forgotten what brings you that Ace of Cups happiness, or that Knight of Cups happiness. Knight of Cups is an offer, a proposal of love. It's a knight in shining armor, and I feel like for you, you have to be your own knight in shining armor. Okay? I feel like you need to give yourself some love. Absolutely. Make room for love. What fuels you? What things make you feel romantic? What things And I'm going to say for some of you, if you have put on a romantic relationship on hold, okay, you may have. I feel for somebody may have done that. The dreams and the romance that you've put on hold, it's kind of reminding you maybe that it is very important to have pleasure, it's important to have passion, and it's important to play a bit as well. Okay, so I know this, as I said, this is a month where you need to go for it. Just go for it. Okay, just go for it. So if this is a situation where, let's just take it in the romantic situation here. If there really is a knight in shining armor in your life, there is somebody who's standing right in front of you, who is trying to say, hey, I want to spend some time with you. I want to, go out with you. I want to whatever. And you're saying, I got hurt before. Am I going to be fulfilled? Okay, you need to give this the due diligence that it deserves, all right? In the sense that, if you need to have fun, you need to have pleasure, you need to have passion. It doesn't have to turn into marriage, all right? If you're overly in your head about this relationship, if this is a relationship situation for you, and you're afraid to take a risk because maybe you've gotten hurt, okay, I'd say to you, don't overanalyze it. Enjoy the relationship for what it is in its present form and state. Okay? The universe is trying to tell you this is a green light. Go for it. I think I've said that a number of times in this reading. Go for it. You have the green light. Green light means go. No more waiting, right? No more hesitating. No more second guessing, okay? Drive. This is your life. Drive your life and, make the change that you want to make, okay? So, I know this is definitely relationship-wise for somebody here, okay? And also for yourself, though, okay? I did say you're trying to do something for yourself. You're trying to either give yourself some independence away from somebody or be in a relationship and yet still maintain your independence, I feel, for somebody. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. So you are trying to say to yourself, let me pause a little. Let me see how I do this better. How do I protect myself? How do I make this fruitful and enjoyable for me, but at the same time I don't get hurt? All right, I'm feeling that very strongly. I'm also feeling, as I said, you're saying, what fuels me? What makes me happy? What things are good for me? What things are bad for me? What people are good for me? What people are bad for me? All right, let's continue to clarify this Knight of Cups. Because I feel like somebody's trying to make some decisions. And there out comes the Seven of Wands as I say that. I feel like you're trying to make your decisions and make your decisions valid in the sense that you're trying to justify those decisions. Justify your actions or the actions that you haven't taken yet, but you're trying to find a reason to either not take them or to take them, but I feel like there's a justification going on here for somebody, all right? I feel like you're looking for a solution and you're justifying that, or you're looking for an issue which could be the reason then that you're justifying something. I don't know who this reading's for, but man, oh man, this is interesting. All right, let's continue to clarify the Knight of Cups. You have the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're kind of sitting in your nice, cozy environment, and you're just looking out over top of it because you're still feeling safe. Why? Because you haven't really taken those actions. You haven't gone for it. You haven't put yourself out there. You haven't turned around. You've been in your head and you've been analyzing this to death, and then you're putting it, now it's time to put it out there. You're still in your comfy, cozy environment and still feeling very protected, right? And feeling like Should I go for it? That's what you're still saying. You're still saying, should I? Right? And the universe is saying, yes, you should. All right? Let's clarify the King of Swords and the Fool. You know, there's an element of risk here. But there's also the opportunity for fresh start. And that's the rub, right? That's the thing. You can't have one without the other. You can't have the fresh start unless you're willing to take the risk and try it. You have to be willing to take the risk to try it. All right? And I don't know if you're willing to do that. Right? Now you have the Emperor and it came in reverse. Okay? So I think you don't feel either authoritative enough or you don't feel like you have the power to do this. And that's why you're not willing to take the risk. And that's why you continue to remain in your head. Let's continue to clarify the Knight of Swords and the Fool. And you have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're giving yourself anxiety over this. You're giving yourself sleepless nights over this. Let it go. Let it go. I think I said that at the very beginning, right? Let it go. Let go of what's not serving you. Time to step into the new something and the new relationship, the new person, the new what have you. You just have the High Priestess. So listen to what your God is telling you. Listen to what the universe is telling you. Listen to or look for the signs that it's okay to go forward, right? I know that you are carrying a lot here. Perhaps this is a lot on you. And you maybe have been carrying this for a while. And yet you have certain expectations or you feel certain responsibilities. But it's time to stop trying also to be everything to every person. Right? Because you can't be. That's the other thing I have to say here for somebody. You can't be everything to everyone. Right? Remembering that we all have faults, right? There's no perfect anybody out there. So if you're expecting to find the perfect person, then they're going to expect you to be perfect in return, and you're not, right? Or we all are not, okay? Because there is no perfect, unfortunately. So trying to be everything that person wants you to be, which is maybe why you're going, well, I'm not like this, I'm not like that. This person wants me to be like this and like that. That's why I'm not going for it. That's forget that, okay? Because you can't be everything to everybody. You can only be you, and you are wonderful, and that person has to accept you for you. So just go for it and don't worry about what that is. You will. The relationships develop, they grow, they morph, they change, okay? Don't worry about that. All right, Scorpio. Very interesting read, I must admit. Okay, I'm going to pull for you now a card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's see what message does the Oracle have? What message do you have, please, for Scorpio for the month of March? Message for Scorpio, please. It's number 50, Compass. You're looking for a direction, my friends. You are definitely looking for the compass to guide you. And I'm going to read to you from the book. Number 50. You're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, prosperity, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can help you find your true path. Can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your life. So even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust for your compass with spirit Have faith and trust for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're being guided. You're being shown the direction. So go for it. All right, Scorpio. I'll leave your reading there. I hope there was something that resonated. Now, if you've stuck around to also participate in my contest this month, it is free to participate, and the prize is free. The prize is a personal tarot reading that will answer up to 3 questions, any 3 questions you want. And here is what you need to do to be eligible. Number 1, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Number 2, click the like button on this video. And number 3, in the comments box, leave me a heart emoji. Just a heart. Just a symbol, a little symbol of a heart. All right, you can leave that. And if for any reason your emojis aren't working, can't find them, you're on a device that you don't have access to them, then just type in the words in the comments box, I am sending love to the world. Right? I'm sending love to the world. Okay? All right, my friends, I'll see you again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.